to talk about today is here, love. Now, I've heard other people say it, and the one famous person, rest in power, that I heard speaking of this was DMX. And DMX was known to really be into his dogs, and specifically one dog named Boomer, to the point he had it tattooed across his back. Now, I say this to say that I like dogs. I like dogs better than people. And if I had my choice, I would choose to be around dogs more than people, which I kind of do have that choice. So I'm around my girl a lot, and I try to limit the amount that I'm around people. I do what I do to still be considered social, but for the most part, I prefer the company of my dog. Now, even when I say my dog, the thing that I learned, and thank God that I came across this word and the meaning of it because it's true. So, somebody might say, am I a dog owner? And in the past, I would have said yes, when in reality, I'm not. So, so I came across this word, and just let me backtrack a bit. If I claim to like dogs more than people, then how can I be a dog owner? How can I own my dog? You shouldn't own something. And owning another living creature's, you know, for me, silly. So I came across this Hawaiian word, and the word essentially, the word's Kahu, Kahu. And I hope I'm saying it right. And if there's a Hawaiian person out there that's watching and I'm saying it wrong, correct me. But I believe it's Kahu. And it essentially means guardian, protector. And you have that privilege of being the dog's guardian and protector. Because if you look at a dog will guard and protect you. So it's only fitting that I refer to myself as her Kahu. Now, I find, and this is the thing, it's unfair because dogs are extremely loyal. They, they're not fake. And I would say that's the only time you could really use the term unconditional love. I saw I saw this commercial one time. It was for dogs, and I believe it was a commercial for a shelter, and it showed a gentleman getting dressed in women's clothing, and I guess they were going out for the evening or whatever the case is, and it showed the dog sitting there by their Kahu's feet, and the message was that basically the dog will love you regardless. No judgment, just love you. And there's no other human being that would do that. Now, maybe with the way the world is, that's an unrealistic expectation. Like I heard Chris Rock say that dogs, women, and children are the only things that get love unconditionally. And with men, there's always a condition, which I'm okay with that. I don't have a problem having to produce or create something or having some sort of meaning on this planet. But the long and the short of my rambling is just to bring attention to the loyalty of a dog. I've been to a few shelters. I got two of my cats from a shelter, and I got her, Doji, from a shelter. And this is the one time, not even the one time, that's not even correct. This is the time, because here, at the shelter, I've seen majority women, and where I got her was all women. And I commend them immensely because that's not something I could do. That would be too heartbreaking for me. Because I remember when I went, I first, well, here, I'll tell you about our first meeting. When I first met Doji and the worker brought her out to me, she tore after me and started running towards me. So I was happy. She was, coming towards me. So I went down to greet her, and I thought she was gonna lick me, but she bit me. She bit me on my chin. And you could say nibble or whatever. No, this land shark bit me. And the only thing that stopped me from crying was the fact that I was in public. It hurt. And now that I've been with her this time, I realized that she bites, but not like she's never bitten another person. And even when she bites me, it's not a vicious bite in any way, shape, or form. I that's her strange way of showing affection. I just wish she had more control when she was a puppy. Now, like she's fine, and she doesn't do it all the time, and it's not like a problem for me, anyways. Like I don't consider it a problem. But that was my first experience with my dog. Now, the reason why I say I commend these women so much and I couldn't deal with it because I was spending time with her and we were playing and just walking around and, doing different stuff. And I was basically waiting. I thought. I thought I was waiting for them to, I don't know, do paperwork or get things together. But when I found out that they were waiting for me, and see, this is me being naive. They were waiting for me to see if I was going to decide to take her. Now, how I even got to see her was on a website. So when I saw her in the picture, I decided to take her. I was just there to pick her up. But apparently people will go and, spend time with the dog and not take the dog. Or a lot of times people bring the dogs back. And I'm not sure, like, I could handle seeing that or deal with that. So to these ladies at Animal Services, like, you're awesome. You're truly awesome, because I could never imagine Like I couldn't have imagined leaving there without her, and I couldn't imagine bringing her back. When I hear stories like people actually, and they try to give it a clever name to surrender your dog. You're abandoning, you're abandoning your dog. That's abandonment. I don't care what you say. Give it nice words to make people feel better, but you abandoned your dog. And I've heard of people surrendering their dog because the dog didn't match their new furniture. So, the long and the short, there's no love like a dog's love. Here, women like to call men dogs. And here's the thing, treated right, dogs are the most loyal things you can come across. So I'm blessed to be called a dog. I don't mind that. What dog would I be? Maybe I'd be her. I'd be a Belgian Malinois. That's what I'd be. So to all the ladies that want to call men dogs, I take it as I I take that with pride. I'm proud to be called a dog because there's no better companion in my opinion, and I love mine dearly. Sorry, I hear her sucking. I'm listening to her sucking on something as I'm talking. Um, so, anyways, so people want to know, like at work, there's a lady that said that like she finds me to be like private and guarded with like information. So here, this is to you. I do have a girlfriend. She's black. Um, she's she's small. She's hairy though. That's the thing. Like she's hairy, and she has four legs, and her name is Doji. So there, you get a little peep into my personal life. That might be all I have to say about love. And if more people would be like a dog, I think we'd be better off. I just know I'd rather be a canine than a feline. Thanks for listening.